Hello guys, this is DK Uncovered. So what I want to share with you today is going to be very important, so please stay with me till the end and don't forget to like and subscribe. I need your support guys. Please like and subscribe. Anyway, what I want to talk about is how to develop money consciousness. Now I want to target this video to the people around my age, even teenagers, people young out there, because around our age we like to spend money. We like to spend money a lot. We like to go on dates. We like to meet people on weekends. We like to drink. We like to have fun because we think that, well, we're young, you know, we need to live our best years, and that is cool. That is fine with that. I do the same. But I believe it is very important to develop money consciousness at a very early age. You see what I'm saying? Because when you get to a certain age, we've already developed a certain type of thinking, right? If we have any lack or limitation about money in here, in our 30s, especially when we have kids or we have a partner, that type of thinking, it is hard. It can be hard for most people because, to be honest, my job, I work with older people, so I see it with my eyes. You see what I'm saying? And when I see the young people as well, and the amount of money they earn and how they just spend it on unnecessary things, that's what I'm thinking. And sometimes I just feel like this is the best time to develop that mindset, bro. Mindset of knowing the value of money. But I'm not going to talk about the value of money. You already know these things, right? But I just want you to develop that money consciousness in it, how to attract money and just how to progress, how to know that money is something that you can easily attract in it. But the thing is that most people find it hard to believe in it. And one of the ways that I used to develop money consciousness is by saving. What I did right at the start, I'm going to talk about this based on my own experience. If it works for you, it works. If it doesn't, well, I'm sorry, innit? But I'm just trying to talk about what I've gone through, right? But I see, I've been in a situation where I had that lack and limitation about money, right? I had that, and I always had this belief that you need to do wonders or backflips, right, to be successful or to earn certain type of money, right? But based on my own experience, right, I've realized that if you use the law cause and effect properly, it will always be at your aid. Everything that we do has cause and effect. Everything that we think has cause and effect. Is basic, isn't it? So what I did, right, I'm going to make this video very simple. What I did was first write down. It's basically like writing down your goals that I talk about. Write down what you want out of life. So what I did, right, I was at that time I was 22. So what I did was write down what I want to save by the end of the year. You might be 19 and maybe £500 or £1,000 is how much you want to save by the end of the year. That is still saving money. Even if you save £5 a month, it's still saving money, right? But so far as you've put down a goal, you've put down the amount of money you want to save at the end of the year, yeah, and you start taking actions like what I did. Listen, it is all these little things that we do. Even if you say, like I said, £5. Later on, 4 or 5 months time, if you look in your bank account or your savings and you see it growing, what happens is that what happened to me was that I became obsessed, bro. I became obsessed about growing it and just growing it. Every time, it sounds so weird here, but every time I'll look in my bank account, I'm thinking, yes, I'm doing something in it. At least I have something going on. It's not like back in the days when you blow all your money and there's nothing left, and then that's when we have nothing left in our bank account. That's when most of us, we start to live in that scarcity mindset. We start to panic and we start to have the certain type of negative thinking. Me personally, I believe that it is because of our most people's lack of money is why we develop certain type of negative thinking. I feel like if everyone had enough money in the world, certain type of illness and certain type of things that we do in this world will not happen. And what I mean by certain type of things we do, selling drugs, prostitution, and all these things, a lot of people, if they had enough of money, they would not do these things later on in years. Later on. But because of our lack of these things is why most people, unfortunately, we end up doing things that we do not want to do. So at your age, yeah, anyone watching it, who is around my age, will be younger, or even 25, 26, 27, because I know people that are closer to the 30s that don't even save or hasn't developed this money consciousness, right? It is important that you develop it right now through saving, because yeah, fine, we always say that work on your internal things, internally visualize what you want, or this once you've decided on what you want, visualize it, right? But we have to remember too that external things has a massive influence on the internal as well. Why do you think, like I said, adverts, they make sure that you see the same thing over and over again? So if you become obsessed with the amount of money you are saving, and you become proud and just happy about, and you just keep opening, like what I was doing, you go on your bank account and look at how your progress. I'm telling you this here, through cause and effect, you can get even promotion at your workplace. It might sound so weird saying it, yeah, but because you've set a target, what happens is that you become obsessed whilst you're doing it, whilst you're taking actions, whilst you are saving. Most people become obsessed, right? And once you become obsessed about it, you'd realize that you would want more. You would want to save up more money. And what tends to do is what I did was look for other opportunities, either at my workplace or just look for other jobs that would pay more so I could save more. So I got to a certain point that, like now, that like I said, I would not say I'm a millionaire or anything, but it's like I always expect that there is always going to be more money coming, no matter where it might be. I always have that mindset. You see what I'm saying? So start develop money consciousness by saving money. The young people out there, it's important. It's not always about just I'm saving money for a big thing, a bigger mansion, but just so then you could take out these scarcity mindset out of your mind, man. Because that itself to me is torture. When you sit down and you think about how much money you don't have or how much something you don't have, to me that hurts you more than the fact that you don't have money or you don't have something, right? Your thoughts most of the time is hurting most people more than what is going on outside. So it is not healthy to have that mindset of lack. You see what I'm saying? So at your age, before you get into your 30s or you have your own family to yourself, develop that mindset. In that way, when you get to a certain point and people tell you to visualize the type of money you want or whatever they tell you, the law of attraction tell you, it is easy to do these things. It is easy to do these things. Like I said, through your own experience, you could tell that as you keep growing and growing something, I don't know if it might be a law, but you begin to attract more of those things. A change of mindset, you start to develop a different mindset towards money, man. It is hard to explain this, but I know because I've experienced this before. You can get promotions, you can get bonuses, you can get money from different type of sources, man, that would help you get to the aim that you want to save up, man. And that's when you start to think that, wait, if I've been able to get to this point, then I could get to this point next year. And that's when you become enthusiastic about doing more. You become motivated, you start to think differently. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if you do it in your teenage years, early 20s, mid 20s, even late 20s, you start to do these things, you realize that, bro, by the time you get to a certain point, you're on a different level. You are on a different level. But you have to start by building small foundations, isn't it? Like I said, like saving money. If you earn £500 a month, and even if you save £20, £30, yeah, whatever it might be, £50, it's up to you, I don't know, right? To some people it might seem like it's not a lot to save, but listen, if it's your goal and it's your life, innit? So if you say the little counts, man. Tesco, they always says what? Every little helps, innit? So develop that mindset, man, of just doing the smaller things first, man. Do it. It's gradually. You know what I mean? Don't rush it. Just take your time, do it. And then listen, 6 months from now, I think richest man in Babylon, even he talks about why save up money, then within 6 months invest or something like that, right? I'm not going to tell you to invest, do whatever you want to do with your money, but I'm just saying that once you've saved that, the next 6 months, you will go in your bank account and think, wow, okay, so the £20 that I was saving has actually got to this point, right? The little money, £1, £2, £3, the little change that I had, right, and has all got to this point. Okay, maybe I should aim for more the next 6 months. Instead of saving £200, I believe I could save up £300, £400. That mindset is already changing. You see what I'm saying? Once you get to that, it's £400 to you. You'll be like, all right, actually, earning money or attracting money it's not even the hardest thing like that. That type of mindset will do miracles, bro. Because I've done it before. The next thing you know, if you work as well, the next thing you know, your performance at work too will improve because you want to earn more. So you're trying to do more at work so you can get more opportunities to earn more. You'll be looking for other ways you can earn more money. You can earn more money to save. You see what I'm saying? So imagine if you start this early, like how that guy told me almost 2 years ago. Yeah, almost last 2 years, ending of last 2 years, isn't it? It's when that person told me that. And now looking back, I'm realizing that like just by doing that, right, changed my mindset. And that change of mindset attracted a few things that I did not see then. It's lately that I've realized that like this happened, so then I could get to there. This happened, it's crazy, man. But it's all about you starting early, man. This is an advice to a lot of young people out there. Enjoy your money, have a good time. But it's important too that you develop that mindset at a very young age. Save. Even if you want to blow most of your money and you save just a little, right? And you just say in the next 6 months, in the next year, I am going to just look at my progress, that my target is to get here. That will take you far, bro. That will take you further. So always think like that. Always have that mindset and always remember that the importance of saving. It's not just about saving to be rich or saving to be stable, but it is also saving so then you can take out that lack and limitations out of your mind. I've already said that, because that itself kills most people out there. That itself gets people to do things they would never imagine they would do to the other human being or to their family or to themselves. But because of that lack and limitation itself is leading the people to places that is damaging them or damaging society. You see what I'm saying? But it is all through lack and limitations. It's why lack and limitation of money. It's why most people are doing these things out there. You see what I'm saying? So always remember that. Always remember that, and just know the importance of developing money consciousness, right? Having that abundance mindset about money. And saving is one of the tools you can use to what do you call it? To develop that mindset, abundance mindset. Nowadays here, I've got to a point. I've seen so many positives out of what I did, right? That nowadays when I spend, I don't even care. It's not like I spend wretchedly, but I just always have that mindset that God will provide type of mindset. Then if what I'm saying makes sense, it's like God will provide. There's nothing to worry about. But whilst a year ago, nah, bro. Nah, I'll be thinking differently. When I'm spending money on even the cheapest thing, I'll be overthinking it. But I'm not even there yet. I'm not even 100% on that mindset. I'll probably say I'm 70%, but it's better. It is better, and that itself, that mindset has taken me to a better place in my life at this moment. So I hope you guys can do the same, and you guys can see a lot of positives, progress, and prosperity out of this mindset. You know what I mean? It will take you further. But anyway, before I finish, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I need your support, guys. Please like and subscribe. Feel free to ask me any questions. Share this video to your friends and family and everyone that you know. Have a wonderful day, guys, and take care.